going nuts. All right. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I guess we should do a recap as at the beginning, as we usually do. Who would like to do the recap? Anyone at all? Can you guys hear me?
Yep, we can all hear you. Somebody else do the recap. I did last week.
How about Elder? You got Billner, I should say.
Oh dear.
Just tell us what happened last week.
Okay, well, last week, what happened? Well, we are in the forests of Chult, I believe, to start with.
Yep.
We were making our way towards Firefinger to acquire.
You basically travelled across there where I've put the red arrow.
Yep, we haven't got the map.
Oh, yes, sorry.
We were helping get Azaka, wooden mask, I believe.
Uh-huh.
So we travelled at night to the Tower of Firefinger.
Correct.
And made our way up.
So for those watching, that's Firefinger.
Yep. So we
and they climbed all the way up.
Foes.
Mm-hmm.
Many different foes along the way. Small blood-sucking bat things, large spiders, pterodactyl folk.
Yep.
Many of those. Yep. And once we got to the top, we battled a number of Terrafolk yet again, and were able to find Azaka's mask, which we did give to her.
Excellent.
And I believe now we are just currently standing at the top. We didn't actually decide to walk down before the end of last session.
Yeah, we stopped at the top. We also found and freed an Arakoka named Nefer.
Who gave you some information from memory?
He's invited us to come to a place called Kersabal, which is a town, and Osha will do the dance of the seven winds. Which is very interesting.
It is, actually. Okay, so...
I'll put that in the notes. I'll have to...
We're going to get ritually sacrificed.
So just so you guys know, where you guys are on the map, there's that the P token. Kirsaval, if you were to travel there, is down that way. So everyone got that?
Yep.
Yes.
Excellent. So, you guys... So continue.
I said we could do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd actually like to go touch base. We get back to the port and see what our boss has for us, if there's anything going on. But up to the party.
You guys discuss.
Possibly we could take a boat and head out and go down and dock near Refuge Bay and then walk in from there.
If we do return, what's the situation with Azaka?
She owes us 300 gold coins.
Yeah, but after that, like, is there anything promised after that? Like, will she continue to guide us?
Oh, I guess so, but as far as we're concerned, contract's complete. All she has to do now is lead us back to the port. Especially.
Yeah.
Should be as good as a companion, I can tell you that now.
Yeah.
So if we do the Kirsabal right now, we could benefit from her still being there and being able to soak up damage.
Well, you guys let me know when you've decided what you're going to do.
Droven suggests if we go to Kersabal, there might be some sort of reward from the Arakoa that we could collect.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get some kind of reward if we go there. I'm pretty sure for freeing that dude.
Well, that I don't mean to be overly mercenary about it, but sounds like a perfect idea to head there.
No, we're all here for money. Money, money, money.
Really? You're not there to end the death curse?
Well, we were offered money.
You are employed.
Yeah, that's what. That's
Like,
what
I'm not.
thinking.
I'm not dead. Like, why would I need to bother about this death curse thing?
Maybe you will die.
I will never die. Point. First week, notwithstanding. Bilna is immortal and shall never die, and that will never come back to bite him in the ass.
Okay, well, once you've decided.
Yes, let us head towards money. I mean, Kirsabel.
Does Azaka know the way?
Going back to town would be better first.
Yeah, I still think touching base back at town, and also I want to pick up a couple of new things at town. I just realised that aren't in my inventory that I thought were.
What were they?
A holy symbol.
Oh, we can assume you've got one.
Holy water.
Also a healer's kit, which I don't have,
Okay, yep.
and would like to get a hold of. So, and then anyway, but we'll see. We got to get off this tower first.
Mm-hmm.
I may have a plan for that. Everyone gather around.
What's the plan?
We're all going to jump.
Azaka shakes her head. Nope, not happening.
Well,
We'll meet you at the
you sure? It's fastest way down.
Sure is.
She agrees, yes. It would be the fastest way down. What do you want to do? Just specifically.
Well, we'll jump, then just before we hit the ground, I cast Featherfall.
Why you cast it on us now and then we jump?
That's the thing I've been wondering actually about the spell.
Okay, yeah, what are you wondering?
It says it's a reaction for falling creatures.
Let me have a look. Featherfall. Choose up to 5 falling creatures within range. Ooh, that's curious, isn't it?
Yeah. So I guess if people jumped off and I cast it while they're in range, that would work. But I can't cast it while they're standing.
Well, here's the thing.
We all jump while we're up here.
There are 6 of you up there, and it only works on
Yeah.
5.
I have multiple spells of it. I can get all 5 people to jump. It'd take them at least a.
How long
few
would it
seconds
take to fall 300 feet?
It's 60 times 60 for the amount of distance you can fall.
Uh-huh.
So it's 60 feet plus per round in the last 1 minute. So that's plenty of space.
No.
I'd say.
I mean, physically, if you were to jump off a 300-foot tall building, how long would it take to hit the ground?
9.8 meters per second
I don't
until
know
you hit terminal velocity.
Uh-huh. So, a turn, you only get 1 reaction per turn, is 6 seconds.
Yeah, you're not going to fall 300 feet in 6 seconds.
No, the idea is let's say 3 people jump off, then I cast the spell on them because they're still in 60 feet because that's reaction, and I'm prepared for the reaction. So then they fall, they fall to the ground. Then the rest of us jump, and I cast it again. Then we rest.
Then you rest. Okay, so you guys are still a little bit battered from the last fight, and haven't had a rest just yet.
Yep.
So you guys still haven't told me exactly what you're going to do.
Do you want to rest? Take a short rest up here, guys.
Well,
or-
Jeebus is here now too, by the way. So run your ideas past
hello.
him.
Hey, Kieran.
How you going? I finally woke up.
Oh, good.
Speaking of which, removing effects. You guys continue.
And music, please.
I've already done it.
Oh, good. Yeah. I'm happy to try and retrace my steps back down using ropes and stuff, down the holes, down the ladders. What do you want to do? Do you want to rest at the bottom, or do you want to rest up here and then go down?
That second level, looked like we could fortify it, like we did before. Well, that second
Well,
level.
the level below us had that
Yeah,
fire.
that's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. That level.
Azaka chimes in. What if other Terramen return, though?
I could probably cast Minor Illusion to make it look like a solid wall. Let's see. Image solid objects. Has to be no larger than 5 foot. Probably larger than that because of the Terrafolk.
It is, yes.
Yeah, that would work.
Well, if we just go down to the base and find somewhere to set up away from the tower, I mean, we'll just tie the rope together again. So we've got 100 feet of rope, and just I'll stay up top. You'll go down, then I'll climb down after.
Yep, that sounds safer.
Well, my idea is safe.
Oh,
Before we go, can we extinguish that flame?
It's really hot. Remember?
It is
really
very
super
hot,
and
yes.
magical.
How would you
See
extinguish
if I can
it?
see anything through the doorway in there?
In there. Let me just bring it back up. Bear with me. Okay. So here's the battle map for the top where you guys are currently at.
yep.
And that flame that's in there, the bonfire, is it's very, very, very hot.
Yeah. So can I stand near the doorway and look in to see what I can see?
Yes, you certainly could.
I'll do that.
You'll do that. I assumed you would. Okay. So there just appears to be they look like beds actually, but we'll just say they're part of the floor for the sake of me not knowing what they actually are, because you guys have been given all the loot available, but it just looks like the fire roars up through the top to make the signal that's visible for miles and miles around. Now, while you guys are up there, you have a view of the countryside that's really rather spectacular.
Do I notice anything interesting?
Well, yeah, I'll get to that. But you guys wanted to extinguish that flame, yes?
Doing
Not
this is Arcanor
particularly. Yeah, I don't want to actually alert.
Well, hang on.
somebody.
Hang on. We've got that
Okay.
thing that
Yes.
just constantly produces water.
This decanter of endless water, you can get there and go stream, produces 1 gallon of water, fountain, 5 gallons, geyser, 30 gallons of water, gushes forth in a geyser, 30 feet long and 1 foot wide as a bonus action while holding the decanter. You can aim the geyser at a creature you can see within 30 feet. The target must succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Very good. But if we turn out the beacon light, are we alerting any other Terrafolk to position, and will they come in and more fights?
Maybe it would be more than Terrafolk, given that the view you can get is for miles and miles and miles. So from where you are, when you think about it, 300 feet tall, you're well above the canopy of this jungle, right?
Yep.
You guys will be able to see on the map of Cholt. Let me just have a very quick read. Pinnacle. Okay, so
Draw a circle. You reckon the radius of what we could see?
yeah, give me a second. You can see over 20 miles.
Take our rest up here.
Alright, so given that one hex is how many miles again?
10.
Exactly, you can see 2 hexes around it.
And is there anything interesting?
Well, define interesting.
More than just forest canopy.
Well, to the south you can see there's some sort of gorge with waterfalls. You see that there?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't it good?
Okay. And that's really about all that you notice that stands out, but the view is still spectacular.
Can I roll to admire the view?
Yeah, sure.
What are we doing? We're gonna
So
get
what are you
there.
guys doing? You guys need to tell me what you're doing.
I admire it 7 times.
First of all, are you going to put out that flame?
I don't think we should, guys. I think we should leave it as it is. But
Sounds unwise.
Let's get there and take rest here.
Up where you are?
I'd
So
rather
is
go
that-
down one level where at least we're covered. We're not going to get swooped on by the terrafolk because they can't.
Fair enough. We'll do that then.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. We'll shimmy down the hole to the next level.
Yep, well, you guys can make it down there, no problem. And I'll just do a check to see if there's any encounters, and please bear with me whilst I do that.
But we've already killed everything down there.
Have you? Nothing followed you up? You sure?
I
Huh?
don't know.
Yeah.
If anything did, it's feasting on all the corpses we left behind.
Okay. No. You guys do manage to rest, no problems at all. So, having said that, have a long rest. There, it's been applied.
We're back to full health.
Back to health. You guys managed to spend the rest of the night. It's now early morning.
Now, how much XP we meant to have? Because I think you gave us 500 at the last of the last episode, but I didn't add it into my XP.
You don't add it, it gets added automatically.
Does it? Okay, I thought you gave us like 500 for completing Asaka's quest, but I don't know
Well-
if you added it or not.
Let me just have a quick look. But XP
maybe
wise, you've all got the same amount, so it's fine. 13, 15. But your next amount should be 2,700, and I need to fix that on Droven. So bear with me. Done. So you guys, you've leveled up twice already, which is pretty good.
Beautiful.
All right.
Okay, so we're all rested.
Yep. So I'm gonna assume you guys take your normal precautions, going back down the same way, tying ropes to each other.
Yep.
All the safety stuff that you guys were talking about those other
All
times.
the stuff that got us to the top in the first.
Yep. And you guys can make it down to the bottom, no problem at all. So now you guys need to tell me what he's doing, where are you going? Azaka is just over the moon. She's a completely different person.
I want to ask her, so what's so special about the mask?
And she comments how it's just a family heirloom.
And now I ask, how the fuck do you not take damage when you get hit?
And she just looks at you and winks with a smile.
We worked out that the mask is magic, right?
Yes. You guys, when you were checking for magic items, with who's the spellcaster again?
Droven, the
Yep.
ritual.
Yeah. The mask is magic, yes.
Right. Now, Zaka, how good would you be at leading us back to Port Nyanzaru?
Port Nyanzaru? Yep, from here. She's been here before, so she knows how to get there. The fastest way would probably be along the River Tiriki.
Yep.
The River Tiriki is very similar in many regards to the Shoshin Star. The only difference is there's waterfalls.
Well,
We don't have boats to travel down it anyway, so
Mm.
it's not like we need
Well,
to concern ourselves.
our mission is to basically explore the jungle. Now that we've done her mission, is she happy to join us and escort us around the jungle to look for our objective?
I guess you'd have to try and persuade her of that. Her mission's complete as far as she's concerned. So who would like to persuade her?
Speaking of that, I think you owe us some money now.
And she mentions, yes, when we make it back to Port Nyanzaru, definitely that will be done. She wouldn't be carrying that much gold around while adventuring in the jungle.
Yep, nope, that's good. Just as long as we've established that, yes, we are going to.
Oh yeah, no, she's... Roll a perception check for me, please, in the dice tower. Please, Carmichael? Yep, you get the feeling she's being dead honest
Cool.
about the payment.
Alright.
It's not like we could kill her if she fucking refused to give us back. Is it?
Well, Droven would like to go on to Kirsabal. I hate the idea of backtracking, so let's push on southeast, I say. Maybe we can convince Osaka to...
Yes. Please, Azaka, find it in your heart to help us along with our quest to find money.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So who's going to persuade her?
I'm happy
me?
to try, so Droven will give it a shot.
Oh.
Great, so you want to roll your persuade check into the dice tower.
Can Bilna help?
Too late. Ooh, ended up on a 17. That's not too shabby. And because she's in such a good mood, and you guys have, for the most part, been very good traveling companions, she agrees to be your guide on one condition.
She keeps the money that she already has, I guess.
No, she'll happily
Ooh.
pay you back what she owes you, but from today on, the regular price applies.
Well, how about she just keep that money and escort us to...
You can use that as a credit, no problem at all.
It's not technically our money, so why do we care?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've
Okay.
now
You
got
guys want to move
credit
on?
with Azaka.
Well,
Alright,
we might as well just keep pushing on then.
Yeah, so I want to ask her, is there any place of interest or close by that she knows?
Sorry, ask that again.
Is there any location of interest that might have what we're looking for close by?
Yeah, she mentions there's many places of interest, and she brings up your map again. The destroyed city of Mesro, Port Castiglia, Ataz Mohaha,
Muhaha.
Kirsabal, there's a whole heap of different places.
Here's Sabal.
Or should we move towards Ataz Mahaha first and then south to Kirsabal?
Well, do we want to check the destroyed city first and then head south?
Well, we're here to investigate, so let's go investigate.
Oh,
Yep, let's go. Let's go. Let's just start moving that way.
Where to?
Mesro. Let's go to Mesro.
You want to head towards Mesro?
Yes.
Okay, not a problem. Who's and you're using her as the navigator again?
Yes.
Right. Bear with me while I bring up the necessary tools. Bear with me. Sorry, it takes a moment to bring up all the tables because there's a lot of them. Okay, I need that. And I'll need that. And Azaka needs to make a survival check. Oh, and you guys want to go slow, normal, or fast pace?
Normal pace.
Normal pace. Okie dokie. So here goes her. That can't must be right. Sorry, give me a moment. I could have sworn that number was higher. was. I've made an error there somehow. I don't know how I did that, but... For some reason, her wisdom had been lowered to 6. Anyway, here we go.
She's wearing the hat of stupidity.
No, I don't know how I managed to do that. Anyway, okay, yep, so you guys will manage to travel 2 squares. 2 hexes, I should say. So there's 1. There's 2. And... Not encounters, I want tables, don't I? Wilderness... No encounter. You guys managed to camp for the night, no problem. And she mentions it's probably about a day and a half away if her calculations are correct. Does anyone need to do anything before I continue moving you on?
Nope.
Oh, all good.
Yep, no problem. So she's going to make another... Right. I'm just going to keep doing this until you guys tell me to stop.
Well, till we get to the town.
Yeah, we'll just keep marching to the town.
There,
Where we
till we
wanna
get to
go.
Mesro.
Cool. No problem. So... Oh, I've got so many windows open, it's unbelievable.
I don't believe it.
Neither do I. She says it should be over this way somewhere. I'm sure you guys can figure that one out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a destroyed or deserted town, you said?
Yes.
What destroyed it? Do we know?
I can bring that information up. Bear with me.
Well,
It was destroyed by what was called the Spell Plague, which your characters would have knowledge of, which happened a couple hundred years ago or so. And the Spell Plague was when the god Cyric murdered the goddess of magic. And when she died, pretty much it affected every plane of existence. The weave that creates magic basically caught fire and burned the world.
well,
Different parts of 2 different planets actually merged into one, which is what you're on. And the landscape was changed drastically. People were mutated. Cities were wiped out. New races were brought onto the planet, like the Dragonborn. It was pretty bad. Every magic user that used the weave, like mages, for example, had to relearn how to access magic because what they were using to call upon it no longer worked because the goddess of magic was dead. So it's been destroyed for quite some time. Okay. Okay, bear with me. I'm going to have to do a bit of reading on this because I wasn't expecting you guys to say, hey, let's go to Mesro. Right, at any rate, even though you keep traveling, she hasn't yet figured out exactly where you are. Until just then. She knows that you guys are actually there. She's figured it out, got her bearings. You guys are still there, so we need to roll that bad boy again, and
an encounter.
there's an
Yay.
encounter. Hooray! We all love encounters, don't we?
Well, at
I
least I got full
swear, we
health.
need to get there and grease her bearings, make them work properly.
Okay.
I insert a compass into her head.
So as you guys are resting, can I get on the party sheet order? Kieran, you're first. So can you please make a perception check into the dice tower? Good enough. You actually notice a creature has snuck up on your campsite and is observing you. It's not doing anything. It's not being hostile. But the creature is definitely humanoid.
Lizardish.
No.
Yeah.
It's very small. Bear with me while I try and read the height of it.
Bilner, I think your family's over there.
Yeah, it's about the same size as Bilner, and there's something really weird about it. You can't quite put your finger on it.
So, inbred. Alright.
So
Its skin looks weird.
I let the party know there's a weird skinned gnome in the forest.
Ah, wow.
And
What is it,
Azaka,
nighttime?
Azaka sees it, strides towards it, makes a shooing motion, and it runs away.
What was
I
that?
asked,
She mentions that was called a veggie pygmy, and it's basically a species of sentient plant.
can we eat it?
It's gone.
I know, but I'm asking her, are they edible?
She wouldn't recommend it.
How would a vegetarian go about this thing? Because it's a plant, but it's alive.
Indeed. Alright, anyway, moving forward, because that was actually a really easy encounter, but that's what it rolled. Into the dice tower. Yep, and so she gets you to Mesro. Now, I need to try and find a map for Mesro. And I hope there's one prepared, because of course not. So bear with me.
Bear? Where?
Not in the jungle. Alright, there's
I don't know, it could be an
no
owl bear.
there's no map for it as such. Let me just do a quick read. Alright, so when you guys get there, it looks like there was a sizable town there at some stage. There's evidence of melted stonework and destroyed buildings. The jungle has reclaimed a fair chunk of it. It looks like it's also actually fairly clean as far as ruined buildings go. And Azaka mentions that, yeah, it's regularly checked by the soldiers from Fort Beluarian. Beluarian? I don't know how you'd pronounce that one. They travel around and they are known to come here regularly and make sure it's kept safe.
How long ago was did this town get destroyed? How
Uh,
many years?
A couple hundred years ago.
Okay, cool.
Mm.
Nice one. Take some pictures, guys. Keep
Yep,
it-
I'll
so-
try
so-
my ritual of detect magic around the ruins, see if it picks anything.
Okay, yep. And when you do that, you don't find anything at all. Okay, now there is a bit more of a description here. It says the ruins that are left behind form a circle. There's 4 main avenues to the north, south, east, and west, and they meet at a central plaza. The whole ruin has subsided over the centuries. So the water from the river Olung, which is beside it there, flows over. There's ancient wharves, and there's a lot of crumbling, vine-covered buildings rising above the flooded streets that are now more like canals than roadways. So where accessible, it's just cleaned, like been picked clean. There's just ruins and jungle.
All right, well, keep moving on, I guess.
Yep, let's turn it south.
Where to?
We can't spy out any inaccessible ruins that might not have been picked clean, I take it.
No, it's been very thoroughly picked clean.
All right.
Go south to Ataz Mahaha.
Okay. So, traveling there will take a little bit longer because you've got to go down the cliffs beside the River Ola. But if you want, Azaka is willing to take you there.
Or do we just skirt that one and stay up on the high ground? Guys, what do you think?
So that Ataz Mahaha is a town, is it?
No. It's a bridge. And sorry, it does cross the river. I apologize. I'm reading this because I didn't know where you guys were going to go, so I haven't read the entire adventure. There's just so freaking much. It's a bridge that crosses the river.
So
That's
that
all
would
it
get
is.
us towards Sabal without actually having to build like a raft or some shit.
Yes.
Well, that sounds
Cool.
genius.
We'll go to the bridge and cross over.
Okay. All right.
Another 2 days journey to there.
Yep. So bear with me. Small size. Drag players. That'll do. And da-da-da. Okay, so Azaka needs to first of all make her check.
From what I was hearing, he's already setting up our next encounter.
I am.
It's going to be bandits at the bridge wanting us to pay, isn't there?
You'll see. You'll see. So you guys are about to get a map about to pop up. It is quite large. I do suggest you resize it if necessary.
It's just grey.
Yes, it is. That's because I've put a mask on it. Just hold your horses. In fact, you guys will probably be able to see. You know what? I'm just going to remove the whole mask. I think it'll be easier on an outdoors map. Right, the mask is deleted.
Cool. Stone bridge. For some reason, I was expecting rope.
Yeah, no, it's a landmark as such. Okay, so you guys have made it there, no problem.
I note the profile. We're a long way up.
Yeah, it's pretty tall. Look at the picture on the side there, up the top right. And it is damaged. Not to say you can't make it across, but it is damaged.
Only
Pay
a
good
5-foot
tax.
jump according to the
We
map.
pay good taxes. The government just don't keep these things in nick.
5-foot jump,
That's like
Well, each
15.
square is 5
It's like-
feet.
20 feet.
One,
Yeah, but if
two,
each
three,
square is
4.
5 feet, it's only 1 square.
You fool.
According to the little map.
Oh dear. Okay. Right. So while you guys are doing that, what I'm just going to read out a bit of a description for you. All right. So a stone shrine stands at the midpoint of the bridge. It consists of an imposing statue of a Cholton warrior wearing a war mask, hunkered down like a panther ready to pounce. Like the monkeys elsewhere on the bridge, the carving is highly stylized. Bright gems flash in its eye sockets. A human
Mine.
skeleton
Dibs.
lies crumpled near the statue's feet. Several of its bones are obviously broken,
Bill, know you're
but it's
saying that.
impossible to tell whether these injuries happened while the person was alive or were caused by scavengers after death.
Well, I'm going to assume because it's by the feet, he tried to nick the eyes.
From where I'm standing, I stare intently at these little statues. Are they trapped, or in any case, chances they can become animated?
Perception into the dice tower. Just waiting for that perception check.
Did it go through?
Nope.
Nope.
Did that time. You can't really tell. They are rather lifelike looking statues, but you can't really
Are
tell.
they just monkeys by themselves, or they got weapons, or
No, they're just monkeys.
mouth holes, belly buttons?
Yeah, they look like very
Eyes
detailed
sticking out
monkeys.
of-
You know what, gents? I say I Eldritch Blast the closest one and see what happens.
Oh yeah, I need to lock the tokens. Eldritch Blast. So, you can see that there is one broken one here.
Yep.
And another broken one here.
Do they look like the broken ones were made of
Another
solid
broken-
stone?
They were. It looks like rubble, stone rubble.
He hits it with an Eldritch Blast and a monkey comes flying out.
Okay, so is that what you're going to do?
Thanks
Yep.
us.
I'll
Thanks us
Eldritch
for freeing
Blast
him
the
from his-
closest one, yeah.
The
Alright.
monkey comes out. Thanks us for
So I'm
freeing
going to
him from his
roll.
stone prison.
Shall I roll?
Sakira, has Azaka seen this place or been here before?
She's not tried crossing it, but she's been here before. Alright, so that's going to be Drove and is going to be casting the Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So you cast the Eldritch Blast. Where are you? Which one are you casting it at?
The first statue closest to us on the north.
That little one there?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. You gonna say it?
Eldritch Blast!
I love that. Yep. So you Eldritch Blast it. The statue basically shatters, and damn near immediately.
God damn it.
Yeah, I know, right? Damn near immediately. The statue in the center starts running towards you.
It's unidentified.
Wow, it's quick.
Oh god, that thing's fast.
And Azaka gets to go first. She's got the highest initiative there. Great. She fires her longbow at it, not wanting to get too close at this stage. And she definitely hits it. And the arrow just bounces off. Bilna.
I would like to fall to my knees and start pleading to my new god that we did not mean it any harm.
Make a persuasion check.
Make a persuasion check into the tower. Let's see this.
Oh, please, Lord Stonyhide, we did not mean to disturb thine monkeys.
What language is that in?
Gibberish.
All of them.
A mix of common, gnomish, and Chiatero.
You don't notice anything happening. The creature, however, immediately punches its fist towards Droven and misses because it
Falls
rolled a
over on
1.
its ass.
Hey, heavens.
Droven, you're up.
God, what have I done?
You monkey blasting fool.
Droven in a squeaks a little noise of panic as he casts invisibility on himself, and then runs away.
Put the effect on yourself.
Everybody stand very still. Don't move.
Okay, and
Did
where
he
you?
seriously cast invisibility on himself?
He did, yes.
That's scary as hell, man. I'm out of it.
Oh dear. Okay, and where are you moving? Just back there? Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe once the threat's gone, it'll calm down because I was the threat. I don't.
It's an interesting plan, Cotton. Let's see how that pans out for us.
Oh dear. Okay, anyway, Corbin's up.
Yep, moving there.
Yep. And what are you going to
We're
do?
going to get there and do the War Priest.
Okay.
Come on, describe it. Paint us a picture, Corbin.
I'm just using an ability. Now I'm going to slam my hammer down on it.
Okie dokie. You miss.
I'll Divine Strike it.
Okay.
Guided Strike, I should say. It's from me, Channel Divinity. Which adds plus 10 to the roll.
So that would have given it a 16, yeah?
Well, 22.
Sorry.
Yeah, 22.
22. Yep, so that actually hits. And you do 0 damage.
Bludgeoning's not going to get there and do it either.
I think the only person that could probably do damage is running away.
Is that your turn done, Corbin?
Well, I've got a second hit, but it's going to be useless to do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting there and resisting it all. Yeah, that'll do.
Oh, shit.
Kieran.
Steal the eyes.
I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and move away.
Okay.
Maybe it can't leave the bridge.
That'd be a nice thought, wouldn't it?
So I'm going to, move back there, and then I'm just going to ready an action in case it comes over the bridge, I guess, or if something else happens.
Okay, ready it up. Carmichael.
I'm moving. Actually, no, I'm going to change my movement to there.
Okay.
Back off.
Yep, so you're using disengage as well then? As your action? Or is it going to get an attack of opportunity?
Do I have a disengage?
Yeah, you can disengage. You just have to... It uses your action.
Yeah, it will use your action, whereas
Yeah.
I can use it as a bonus.
Yep. I'm just going to back away from it.
Yep. Too easy. Right. Azaka holds her turn, waiting. Bilna.
I think I shall run away.
So we're all so brave.
We can't damage the goddamn thing.
Protect me, meat shield.
Okay, the creature slams its fist at Corbin. Ooh, it hits.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
It hits very hard. Droven. What's the plan here?
I'm going to move further south. So, I'm going to move further south, and oh god, what can I else? if I cast a spell, I come out of invisibility. So, yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Corbin.
Right, I'll use my action as disengage.
Yep. Done. And you guys all want to wait and see what it does, I assume?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Yep. Okay. It stands at the end of the bridge, looking like it's ready to attack. It looks like it's it's animated. You can't tell its emotions, but it's clearly animated, and it doesn't give chase.
Thank God. Azaka,
Well, I reckon we leave this and keep moving down the river.
Can I sneak past it, or is it blocking the entire entry?
Well, how long do you guys want to wait?
Well, I'm in. Yeah, okay. Let's give it a few minutes and see what
Well,
happens.
you're invisible, so I mean,
but then again, it's got jewels for eyes, so who knows if it sees you anyway? If it can.
And
strike
also,
out
the
there.
bridge is collapsed, so it's not like we can get across.
well, it wouldn't be impossible. Be
Maybe
difficult.
if we cut down some trees or something, we could make a little wooden bridge. We worked out we didn't have an axe, right?
Yeah, we have an axe.
Sure.
Having said that, Draven, can you make a perception check for me? And also,
Got that in the tower, or
in the tower, Corbin.
Me.
Mm-hmm.
You guys might be able to see something from your angle.
Or someone's trying to sneak up on them.
it came up right close to us. The giant.
Okay, well, Draven doesn't pay too much attention, but Corbin notices that underneath the bridge, there's something that you can see.
Okay, so what is it?
Statues of monkeys hanging upside down.
That's in the little picture, guys. If you go up to that.
Mm-hmm. See, none of you are very perceptive, except Corbin, who rolled a 20. And there are a whole heap of vines that you can't see in that picture that are growing between the monkeys. And he thinks that you'd probably be able to climb along them.
Well, that doesn't look very dangerous at all.
Not quite. Be right back 2 seconds. You guys just have a quick chat. I'll be right back.
45-meter climb, guys.
Why don't we just get there and lower ourselves down, go across the water, find a way up the other side?
Yeah, it might be the way. I wonder what.
Either way,
how-
we've got to get there and do that anyway to get up the cliff.
Yeah.
I suppose we
Yeah.
should take some time examining the gorge to see if there's any hazards down there.
I wonder what would have happened if we didn't Eldritch Blast the statue.
Well, the thing is, it's not coming off the bridge. Can
Yep.
Droven just sit there continuously Eldritch blasting it?
Well, that's right. Is it a seeing duck?
Yeah, well, you may as well give it a hit, see what it does.
I don't want to die, but maybe.
Destroy all the monkeys. It's the source of power.
Yeah, but can you get there and hit
More
the monkeys on
monkeys
the
to get
bridge?
killed.
Yeah, his Eldritch Blast has a good range. You'd be able to do it.
It's certainly a curious thing. It didn't come off the bridge. Maybe I should Eldritch Blast it. You're talking me in.
I'm back. How you going?
I reckon get there and do it on him first. to
I,
see if
uh,
it damages him.
I look at the footmarks at the end of the bridge. Is there any indication that this thing's ever come off the bridge?
Not that you can tell. I mean, the bridge is clearly ancient.
Shall I?
It's up to you, man.
What are you gonna do?
I don't
Well,
cast a spell on
we're
this
just
thing anyway.
considering if this thing doesn't lead the bridge, if it's a sitting duck for spells.
Guess there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So, Draven, what are you doing?
What am I going to do? All right. Do I have any? I call out to the group even though I'm invisible. Do you guys want me to hit it again?
Yes, hit it, not the statues along the side.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Here goes everything.
Eldritch Blast!
Before I cast, the first thing I'll cast on it is Hex.
Okay, apply it.
Did that work?
Yes, it
Oh,
went.
the effect's on
The effect is on it. Yep. Did it have to do a save first? I don't think it does it?
No. All right. Now, from some invisible space, you hear the cry, "Eldritch Blast!"
Invisibility wears off, and you hit.
Oh, sorry, did I do that twice? Yeah, I did.
You
didn't
did.
Oh,
I
it was
will. Although you rolled maximum twice, I will undo one of those.
Well, it's doing damage to him.
Zaka, go take care of this thing for us. You're invisible.
Keep hitting it with Eldritch Blast.
which is fine until he starts hitting me back.
Okay, bear with me. I'm just having a very quick read.
It was that day the party lost Droven. Yeah, by looking at Hex, it doesn't get a saving throw.
Okay. It starts crawling forward.
Crawling.
No, like walking very slowly, like it's having trouble. We'll go back to the top. Bilna.
Well, isn't Azaka before Bilna?
Yes.
Yes, but
Yes.
she's just holding her turn still.
Oh. Let's see. Okay, I'd like to make a very small pickaxe using prestidigitation. It's a non-magical trinket. Make that appear in my hand. And hand it to Kieran. And say good luck.
Okay, and what are you saying to him? Her, sorry.
Okay, I can create a non-magical trinket that can fit in my hand and last until the end of my next turn. So I'll create a very small pickaxe for my size of my hand. So then I hand it to Kieran. It's a microscopic pickaxe, and say good luck.
Okay, if that's your turn, done. Oh dear. Okay, so the creature seems like it's having trouble walking off the bridge. Droven.
Yeah, I just noticed with Hex, there's two effects, and I didn't apply them both. It's meant to do a d6 extra necrotic damage to him. Do you want me to roll that now?
Yes, roll that now. So one is the effect and one is the damage.
Yeah, that's right. So he's got to have a disadvantage, and I'll just make it strength if he has any strength.
Okay, so you'll need to... that's right. The problem with that spell is we need to code it when you want to use it. Bear with me. Hex.
Necrotic damage, so I don't know how well that would work against stone.
No,
Yeah,
hold on. You wanted to get rid of its strength, didn't you?
yep.
Okay. So now you want to apply that effect to the golem as well?
Yes.
Stone golem.
It certainly is. You've picked it up for what it is. Right. So it should now have disadvantage whenever it tries to use strength.
Eldritch Blast!
Oh, and roll your damage from your hex as well.
He did, he got a 4.
No, it didn't actually apply.
Oh, sorry. I was just doing my next attack. I'll do
That's okay.
the,
Well, your Eldritch Blast didn't go on it either.
Oh, sorry, man. I didn't drop the right dice
All
properly.
good.
Yeah.
All good.
So I'll roll the necrotic damage first.
So with hex, Isn't that interesting? It doesn't have a damage coding on it.
No, I think what it does is I put the coding onto my character, don't I? And then I do the extra whenever I attack. See, oh yeah, no, it's on the coding's on the creature.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
Yeah,
It
but there
is.
should be one that you put on yourself.
No.
or-
No, there should be a damage button on the hex spell, but there's not.
I might meant to apply that to myself, and then I do the damage
No,
when I hit.
no. I'm adding damage now. Plus, and it's necrotic, isn't it?
Yep.
And it's 1d6.
Yep.
Right, you've now got that coded in for yourself. So if you roll that damage die onto the... Yep.
Done. And now I'll try and hit him with a new Eldritch
Except
Blast.
you didn't do it onto the golem.
Didn't I?
No. And in fact... So you got to drag it onto him.
I thought, okay, I'll
Yes,
try again.
it's 1 damage. 2 stone golem.
2 stone golem.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, wait, yeah. Okay, so hold on a minute. When you did that Eldritch Blast earlier...
I didn't drop that properly, no.
No, so I'll apply... Yeah, because as it stands, it's only done 1 damage, right?
Yep.
That's better. It's now correct. Okay, so now you've just... look, an 18 plus a 6 is a hit with your Eldritch Blast, even though you didn't do that on the golem. Just do your damage for your Eldritch Blast on him now.
And add the necrotic.
No. And thank you for the bits, Mr. Smith. No. The necrotic, 1d6 necrotic.
Every time you attack.
Is it every time you attack?
Yeah, every time
you
I
attack.
hit him, yeah.
Okay, then yes, apply it again. Beautiful. Right, Corbin.
Oh, might as well give it a crack and I'll get there and go toll the dead.
Go for it. It fails its save. Why did it fail wisdom, I wonder?
Because it rolled a 7.
No, it disadvantage. Thank you.
Oh, it had advantage. It dropped to 4.
Why did it have advantage? Give me a second.
I have no idea.
Because it's probably got advantage on wisdom saving throws.
That's what I'm looking for. Okay, well, either way it failed, roll your damage.
And because it's taken damage.
And it has taken damage, yes. Nice. Very nice. D20 cup, ladies and gentlemen. And anything else there, Corbin?
And as a bonus action, I'll get there and do word of healing. Healing word on myself.
Okay. Done.
Better than nothing.
Kieran.
Okay, so this tiny pickaxe that I've been handed,
Yeah.
is it, say, like the size of a dagger, I guess?
I suppose so. You can use the dagger to do the same damage.
Alright, no, but I was going to say, I can throw daggers.
You can throw the pickaxe. Just throw a dagger rather than me having to code that in. That's clever.
Yeah, I'm going to move forward.
Yep.
Go for the Achilles tendon.
Do golems have tendons?
Stone ones.
Alright, so I'm going to now throw my dagger, or my tiny pickaxe.
Okay, throw it at it. You hit. Click +2 damage for me. Down the bottom, +2 next to advantage before you roll your damage. It did nothing. It bounced off it.
Curses.
Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to allow that because...
Magical item.
No,
It's not magic.
it's described as not magical. No,
Yeah, it's
so
not
no, no, I won't. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. All right, is that all you're doing, Kieran?
I look back at Buna and say, it didn't fucking work.
I was
I
thinking,
tried.
the pickaxe, it does nothing.
Right, then I'm gonna just put dodge on myself and end my turn.
Cool. Carmichael.
Right. Okay. I'm going to use guiding bolt on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I just what part do I drag onto the actual?
Wrong button.
Guiding
Shall I
bolt,
be-
is it?
Yeah. Should I be in combat mode?
Yes.
Yes.
And you want the display as actions.
Oh.
So there's a whole heap of combinations
got
here,
it.
right? But actions give you your buttons back.
Yep. Cool. Thanks.
All good. And you missed with the guiding bolt.
Okay.
Wasn't guided enough, apparently.
That wasn't. And that'll do me.
Great. Azaka steps in behind it, and with her scimitar, she does slash at it and hits, only to do no damage. And she slashes again and misses, and she gets this very angry look on her face. Bilna.
Okay, I accidentally pushed the wrong button there. Can you remove the minor illusion?
Yes, I can remove that. Just make sure. That's a cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Cool, no problem.
Okay, I'll try slinging at it if I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you sling a rock at it. But it just bounces off.
That's only going to be harmed by magic and magical
Hmm.
weapons, guys. I think.
Right. The golem turns around and slams its fist at Azaka. And hits on a roll of 2.
Jeez. Oh.
And she takes damage. Droven.
Eldritch Blast!
You miss. Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
You do have inspiration if you want to re-roll it. So on your portraits up the top left, if you've got a star, you have inspiration and you can re-roll a d20.
I'll give him
I
my
will-
inspiration.
Or he's already got inspiration.
I keep forgetting about that.
Okay, I'll re-roll. I'll Eldritch Blast again.
Alright.
Oh, man.
Can I use my inspiration to help him with that?
No, I'm only gonna allow that once per turn because, like,
I'm
really.
such a failure. He just shakes his head, looks at
hold
his
the
fingers, going, "What's going on? Why aren't you working?"
Succeeds.
It succeeds. So hold on a second. It rolled 2 18s. It had advantage. Why is it having advantage, I wonder?
Back in a sec.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Continue.
Because it has advantage rolls on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
More than likely. Is that it, Corbin?
Delay.
To there? Gotcha.
And done.
I think we should run, guys. We can't do shit to this thing. We just got to move.
Well, you guys are damaging it.
and it's really slow, I can just keep backing away and blasting it. I think.
I got nothing. I can't do anything to it.
Let's just stay out of reach.
I'm back.
There's nothing you could do at all? I can think
got
of things I would do,
I
but
literally have nothing.
nothing
about-
in your
what
inventory
about-
that you'd use?
What about? Do you think there's any way we could tip it down the?
Wait till your turn. There's nothing in your inventory you could use?
I pull out the Onyx figurine that I have and present it to it as a offer.
Nothing happens when you do that.
Actually, I know what I can do.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to move to there,
Right?
and then I'm going to drop my ball bearings.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
So, as an action, you can spill these tiny ball bearings from their pouch to cover a level square area that is 10 feet on a side. A creature moving across the covered area must succeed a DC 10 dexterity saving throw or fall prone. A creature moving through the area at half speed doesn't need to make the save.
Yep. Okay. So, do you know how to draw that area?
Absolutely not.
Press Control and left and right click and drag. So no,
I
no.
need to move I need
Yeah,
to
yep.
move myself off of it.
Yep. And you should be able to move that where you want it.
Closer to the edge.
So I'm going to dump that there, use disengage to get away from it, and move
To where you are
the
now.
remainder of my movement to basically where I am.
Okay, so just let me get this right, so I make sure I know what I'm doing. You poured a whole heap of ball bearings. So you were here, poured a whole heap of ball bearings to
Yep.
the center of the circle.
Yep.
And then you move there.
Yep.
Cool. Make a
At
dexterity
half-
saving throw into
At
the.
half speed, I don't need to make a throw,
Okay. Yep. Good. Good.
which is
bad.
why I can't make it out of the 10-foot circle.
Yeah. Yeah. All good. Carmichael. Make sure you note that you've dropped your ball bearings.
Yeah, I'll remove them from my backpack in a sec.
And because I'm being asked,
I'm holding my turn.
holding your turn. Yep. Just because I'm being asked, it is a 20-sided cup. Okay, so Zaka has this shocked expression on her face like, what the hell was that?
That's called damage.
Yeah, and she does not like it at all. And she runs over here, moving her full distance,
run
and
through
she's
the-
already
God
going to do
damn
it. Yeah, she succeeds. No problem. Straight past, but as she does so, it does get an attack of opportunity. Actually, no, she'll use her disengage. Vilna.
Okay, let's see. Magical damage, eh? What do I have? Vicious Mockery. That's 60 feet worth, I guess. That's fine. Okay, so first thing. That succeeds.
It saved against it.
No. Yeah, they won't be.
What were you going to say? What was your mockery?
Your designer did shoddy work.
Can you have a small stone dick?
Okay, is that all you're doing, Vilna?
That'll be it.
Okay.
Can I use my turn now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go toll the dead.
It fails at saving throw and it is damaged. It takes damage.
Undo that one and do the second one. It's
Oh,
got
yeah,
damage,
yeah, yeah.
Not the first.
No,
blood
it's
drop,
already
got-
been damaged.
Yeah,
so
which means you
it's
do the bigger die.
Yeah, so you get there and use the
Ah,
second
I
one.
thought it was the other way.
No. That's more like it.
Boom!
10 out of 12 ain't bad.
So
Cool.
when if it's taken damage, we use the second one, so we use the bigger damage.
Okay, good to know.
Alright. So it's still giving chase to Azaka. And as it does so, it rolls poorly and falls prone. Effects. Prone.
Roll it over. Which way did it fall, Nuna?
Just onto its back. Droven.
So
Yes?
basically, like it's lying there. So if we ran up to the side of it and tried to roll it over and down the hill.
You could give it a go.
Yeah, I yell out to everyone, it's weakened. Maybe we can push it over the side. Will I bravely move up or will I Eldritch Blast? No, I'll Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast!
You miss.
I'll back off slightly.
How come you have disadvantage then?
Because it's
Oh,
prone.
because it's
Because
laying.
it's
Yeah, because it's prone. Yeah. Sorry, because it treats it as a ranged attack. That's right.
Okay,
Let's all try and get on it and roll it, I reckon.
I'm going to hold my turn until Carmichael's ready.
Okay. So, just holding your turn. Kieran, you're up. So what are you going to do there,
That's
Kieran?
what I
You've knocked it
moved.
down.
Yep, I'm just going to move 5 feet there. And then hold my action and wait for some people to come and help me.
Okay. Carmichael.
Right, now I just got to readjust my map that I just perfectly centered.
And with Carmichael moving over, I'm going to move in as well to help push.
Well, we'll give it a go.
Yeah, we'll give it a
That
good
part.
college go.
Alright. So you're moving forward. I'm just going to move you beside it there so I can actually use your icons.
Yep.
Alright. Okay. So,
We're all going to try to roll it off the cliff.
okay, well, the three of you, given that I don't know if there's a game mechanic on the three of you trying to do it all at once, so here's what I'm going to do. All of you roll strength check with advantage publicly.
Can I roll guidance to give him a D4 bonus?
So that's just the on the ability side, yeah?
Left side, yes.
Or this?
Okay,
Oh,
that's
look
some
at that.
decent rolls. That's not too bad.
Remember the golem's at disadvantage on strength checks.
Yeah, I know that. He's going to try and resist you nonetheless, but he is at disadvantage, and hopefully that'll happen automatically. And it did not, so bear with me while I roll that again. No, you guys don't manage to do it. He rolled a 23, the highest you guys got was 22.
Yeah, but he's at disadvantage, so he
Yes.
takes the 11.
Oh, no, sorry. You are correct. Fuck, I'm in a world of my own. You are correct. So,
Good on him.
what I'm going to do here is, because, again, I don't know if there's a game mechanic for this, I want each of you to roll a 1d4. Carmichael, Corbin, and Kieran, that is. Publicly. And we're going to average this. You're moving it two squares. It's on the edge.
Which is on the edge, yeah.
It's on the edge. It's not over. Right.
The ball bearings don't help it slide over.
No. Not in this case. Azaka just holds a turn watching in disbelief. Bilna.
Push it.
Okay, I shall rush over.
He pushes and it somehow rolls on top of us.
No, then I shall give them words of glowing encouragement. Put your backs into it. My grandmother could push harder than you.
Okay.
Inspiration.
Who should I give that to? Who's strongest or who's not strongest?
Doesn't matter, just pick
That's
one.
Kieran. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
I think that'd be it. That's max range of movement.
Okay, so the stone golem, you guys are grabbing it, pushing it, right? That's how you have described it.
Yeah, we're trying to push. Well, not really grabbing it, just pushing.
It's going to make a strength check at disadvantage because it's hexed. I haven't forgotten. And I'd like each of you three, this is going to be your reaction, to roll a strength check. Just a straight strength check into the dice tower, please. Okay. It isn't able to get up. But with disadvantage, it does punch at Corbin. And misses. Droven.
Eldritch Blast.
Right on the edge of the map. Go on.
Oh,
Drop the 20.
Bugger.
Keep pushing.
Yep.
Can we all help to push?
Corbin, Kieran, and Carmichael, you guys can all take your turn at once if you guys want to do the push again. So
Sure
Advantage.
do.
the three of you is with advantage. Yeah, same as before. Do it publicly as well. Because you'd know the results of this one.
I want to add my bardic inspiration to that.
I want to use my my inspiration to reroll.
Mm-hmm. Use your inspiration to reroll. Go for it. Oh! That's what we wanted, ladies and gentlemen. Natural 20.
All right, and mine add bardic inspiration, so it's a 15.
Yep. Okay. You guys managed to roll this thing off the cliff. And it falls. And it falls. And there is an almighty crash as the golem hits the ground below. And it's going to just very, very quickly.
Shatter into a million pieces.
And the gems fly up into Builder's hands.
Uh-huh. Not
Hey,
quite.
you say that?
It shatters to thousands of pieces. It just practically explodes from the impact. Boom. It is gone. It is dead.
Nice
That
work,
has to
guys.
be worth a
Teamwork.
lot of goddamn XP.
I think you're actually right. Give me a second while I apply the encounter to the XP tab. It is worth an absolute fucking ton of XP.
Holy shit, we each got 1180 XP. I think
Alright.
we level.
So, no, not quite.
Oh, not quite.
Just so you know, that was very clever with the ball bearings. I'm really very impressed with that. I know there's a couple of players now who have used those ball bearings to great effect in my games. That was a level 10 challenge rating Just so you guys know. Okay.
Out of curiosity, how much health did that thing have?
That thing had...
How much do they have left? More to the point.
You guys had done about 60 damage to it out of its 178. And its armor class was 17.
Good teamwork, guys. Good work.
I always had that in control. That was a well executed plan. Well done.
I'm going to thank myself for that because I was inspiring him saying, there's nothing in your bag you could use.
I was looking through my thing. I'm like, caltrops are going to do fuck all. Then I noticed my ball bearings.
I was thinking ropes and Star Wars, but
I
hey.
was thinking ropes and Star Wars as well. But ball bearings worked as well.
And how good were the other players in not helping him and just keeping our mouths shut and letting him figure it himself?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So when it comes to things like that, really, you should be waiting for your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. It's fine before combat begins to discuss strategies and whatnot, but once combat's in and it's happening, you could always use the argument, all right, I'm going to use my reaction to say something, but it has to be short and snappy. Okay, otherwise it sort of ruins the point of having an order and letting people learn their own characters and what they're capable of doing by themselves. I think everyone can agree with that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm assuming I can't collect my 1,000 ball bearings.
Not easily. A whole heap of them would have went over the cliff and been trodden into the dirt.
Has someone got a mag?
Should I use prestidigitation to create a magnet? It's not magical.
No, his ball bearings are gone. He wouldn't be able to collect enough of
Oh.
them to be terribly useful.
I'll tie a rope to myself, hand the end to Corbin, then jump off the cliff.
I could use featherfall on himself.
Yep, that's the idea.
What was that?
He's got to try to get the gems from the eyes.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do that. Bilno, you've got the rope on yourself.
I've tied it around myself. I've handed the end of it to Corbin.
And you're just jumping off there?
Yep.
Okay, beautiful.
Jumping off the cliff. And
Yep,
then
no, you
reaction,
make it down.
featherfall.
I want you to make a perception check into the dice tower, please.
Send the gem up first, then I'll pull you up.
No, you don't find any.
Oh,
You rolled a
curses.
3, just so you know.
That's fine.
You don't find
Okay,
any.
tug on the rope. Pull me up.
Why don't we all go down and look for it?
First.
Those gems are worth searching for.
I'm not answering that.
Let's go find. I'm gonna. Who else is a good
You're not
climber?
answering
Somebody
that
else.
because you don't
Someone else
know.
climb down and give him a hand.
Okay, jump. I'll cast Featherfall again.
Well, you guys decide what you're doing. I can only narrate it. You guys have to make a
Just
decision.
get there, climb down the rope, and keep searching for them. They got to be there somewhere.
Alright, is someone staying up to lower us down? Or
Yeah, I'm going to stay up here and hold the
Alright,
rope.
I'll climb down.
I'll tie off to the tree as well.
Okay, not a problem. So because he's done that, you guys can climb down there, no problem. With the exception of Corbin. Everyone else is climbing down, yes?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, and Azaka refuses to climb down it.
If she can stay up with me.
Citing
That
her...
second I
Is
just looked
this-
away, suddenly I'm down the hill.
Is this investigation or perception? Because we're looking for a specific thing.
they've all climbed down the hill looking for the gems that were in
Yeah,
its
no,
eyes.
I'm going to stay up here.
Okay, no problem. It will be perception, please, Kieran and Droven.
Droven stops everybody and tries to organise some sort of a grid.
Okay, so Droven, you can do yours with advantage into the tower. It's like your characters just don't really want these gems, I'm telling you. Except for Droven, who finds 2 pieces of glass. It's just coloured glass.
Son of a bitch. Alright, I'm going to climb back up the rope.
You're right about that shoddy workmanship on that golem.
Yep.
Maybe. Alright, I'm just gonna duck away for 5 seconds again. You guys have a chat what you want to do, and we'll go from there. Be right back.
Get the guys back up here.
Yeah, we'll go back up. But, or actually, how do we get to the bottom of the bridge to actually like get across?
Well, he's gone, so we don't know.
According to the map, it looks like it's about 15 feet across the last part of the bridge. You can tie off
15
on one of the
feet.
monkeys.
That's 15 feet. A gnome is only like, what, 4 foot?
It's true.
thing is,
We
like,
can throw him over,
Nine,
and then he can tie it
10.
onto the tree on the other side.
I reckon I
But
could
here's the
throw
thing,
you
how-
across.
That how far across is the river? Like, honestly, like, we're already down here.
About 15, 20 feet.
Cliff on the other side.
That does sound a lot
Yeah,
safer.
then we'd have to scale the cliff on the other side.
We've got a rogue.
We don't have
Because
climbing gear.
What I'm thinking, if I get there and grab one arm and one leg, Carmichael grabs the other arm and the other leg, we could toss her across.
Well, the thing is, and we have a rope tied to him, so if he falls, you can just hold him there anyway.
We're doing fishing rules. Are we reeling me in
Yeah.
if you fail?
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful. I have 3 more casts of Featherfall.
Exactly. You can also, if it does fail, you can featherfall yourself. You'll be fine.
Exactly. Let's do this plan. I like this plan.
That-
I'll go hug the tree when we
That's,
get
that's
toss
what
me
we're
across.
gonna do.
Well, then you can tie the rope to the tree. Then we can use the rope to get across.
That works too. But what happens if someone falls off the rope? I'm gonna cast Featherfall on them.
Yeah, it's
All right, I'm back.
Alright. We have a plan.
You have a plan. What's the plan?
Okay, so if you move myself and Carmichael there,
Uh huh.
Bilna to there. So what we're going to do, we're going to tie a rope to him. Carmichael is going to grab one arm, one leg. I want to grab the other arm and the other leg, and we're going to toss him across.
You know,
Can I prepare for landing?
we've got another option. I can use Mage Hand to manipulate the rope and send it across and tie it to a tree, maybe.
Not as fun.
Well,
Yeah, true,
it's not
true.
as fun, but you can do that. Yes.
We can go with Mage Hand and just loop it over the northern pillar on the other side of the thing.
Yeah. It's a more safer way, but it's not as fun.
Okay. Well, what are you doing?
I'll cast Mage Hand and loop a rope around the other side. Will that work?
Yes. Well, you can cast it and get it tied off there. That's fine. Just
Excellent.
mark where you're tying it off at. You should be able
I
to.
reckon tie it to one of the trees.
Yeah, that looks good there. Where the
That
arrow.
pillar there.
Pillar? What pillar?
Tie it to a tree.
Oh, yeah,
I
that,
don't
maybe
see
that
a
tree
pillar
just
there,
to the
but-
northeast.
So that tree there?
Yeah, that'll do nicely.
Yeah, okay. No problem. So you use your mage hand. That's just a cantrip, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, and the rope is now
And-
tied off.
Here's the thing: if we tie it off to one of these stone monkeys, once we're across, I can just use Mage Hand, untie it, and we'll keep.
I'm just drawing very poorly a rope. Okay, and tie it off to the stone monkey, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, good enough. Yep. So, looking at the picture though, it's still ridiculously high, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty high, and
Question.
yes,
When I jumped off the cliff, did I actually use the Featherfall or no?
no, you climbed down the
Okay,
rope.
I'll
Remember,
mark- Okay, I'll mark that.
as they sort of lowered you down, was how I imagined it happening.
Alright then. I just marked it off because I wasn't sure.
hmm
So if 4 people fall, I can catch you. This'll work.
Okay, so who's climbing across? The rope appears to be tied securely.
Here's not what I want to go. Before I do, I want to use my own rope, tie it on me, tie it with a loop onto the actual rope itself.
Okay.
that's loose enough so I can slide it. So if I lose my grip with my hands, I'm not going to fall.
Yep. So you can do athletics or acrobatics to try and get across this. And you can do it publicly as well. Yeah, you successfully climb across. Corbin is across.
Okay.
Alright, so
I'll
who's
move out of
next?
the way. Other people can come
Well, I
across.
guess I'd probably be next in the order, according
Oh,
to
it doesn't
the
really
thing,
matter
so-
in order. Just is everyone going to be doing it?
Yeah, I'll do
Yeah,
the same.
yeah.
Okay, just you can do either athletics or acrobatics. Take your pick. Do it publicly.
Vilna.
Everyone except for Bilna has made it across.
Did I tie the rope over, or am I just falling?
Well, you haven't fallen, but you've only made it about this far when you sort of lost your grip and lost your momentum and had to re-grab it. So you're just there.
All right. Now what?
Make another check.
That seems like
That's more like it. You make it across, no problem. And Azaka psychs herself up and psychs herself up. Backs up for a running sprint.
Splat!
No, she makes it. Just. But she makes it. Okay, so you guys have now crossed over Ataz Mohaha, the giant
Don't
bridge.
make it. Rope back.
Yeah, I'll just use Mage Hand to untie the other end.
Yep, okay, not a problem. I'll allow that. That's not a problem. And you guys are now across. So let's have a look at this map of Cholt. And I'll close that Ataz Mohaha on the player's screen because it's not necessary. Don't need to do that. I need to go here. And so you guys have now crossed over.
Let's mosey on down
I think
the edge of that
we need to
river sort of
rest.
thing. And
Well, given that you guys will be traveling, you'd have the chance to rest during the night anyway.
All right.
If you guys are going to,
Just in case, let's heal Corbin up a bit first.
yeah, I'll get there and cast another spell on myself.
I can do it.
Yeah. Okay.
okay, so, cast what you need to cast. Good roll.
Thank you.
How's that looking for you now?
Yeah, it's alright. I've got, what's that, 24 I've got left.
He's got the same health as us.
Yeah.
Okay, so, the plan is to travel to Kir Sabal, I suppose.
I asked Azaka what she knows about the place first.
She mentions she hasn't actually been there. She has a good idea where it is, but she's never actually been to Kir Sabal.
I
Okay,
reckon we
but
get
does she know anything about it?
down for a bit.
Sorry, say that again. One at a time. Jeebus?
Does she know anything about it?
She knows a little bit. She's heard that it's a town for the Arakokra. But she's never actually been there.
You know, that really sounded like you didn't know how to pronounce it, so you just went, no,
No, Arakokra. I know how to pronounce it.
that's just what it sounded like. That's all.
Okay, so you guys are just going to head pretty much along the
South
river, or
for now.
Yeah, sort of follow the river type thing down.
okay?
Cliff edge.
Yeah. So we could have stayed down in that valley and just walked along it.
No, remember there's all waterfalls and whatnot you would have had to climb?
That was
Then we would have got it.
Tiriki.
Ah, sorry. No, you are correct. That was Tariki. Good grief. What's going on with me today? And so... River Olang.
No, we'll just keep going along.
There's a lot of rapids and low cataracts. And yeah,
Keep
to the
high ground.
to the eastern side, they know it's normal jungle, where to the west is undead territory. So you guys already knew that, having experienced it firsthand. Okay. So you guys just want to head south, or do you want to follow along the cliffs?
Follow along the cliffs for a little while.
Yeah, that'll save us from getting misdirected.
Okay, and who's navigating? She hasn't been there, so you know it's anyone's.
I'll give it a go.
You'll give it a go. So you want to roll your survival check into the dice tower, please. Very good. And you can move the token because of that natural 20 you just rolled. Three squares.
Is that 3?
It's close enough. And encounter-wise... Sorry, bear with me. Appendix B. No, not Appendix B. Sorry while I just find this. Great. No, you don't have an encounter.
Roll survival again.
Yep, and I'm just going to give everyone a long rest. While we're at it, no one has any weird effects on them still? Nope. Cool. Okay, yeah, roll it again. Okay, and you can move forward 2 squares.
So we're going along the river, or you want to go straight down, guys?
Yeah, you're navigating.
Oh, we're going straight down then.
Okay, and... doing a check. No encounter. Right, roll your wisdom again. Move yourself forward.
1, 2, 3.
2.
Cool.
2. And we need to go... Roll. We have an encounter. What have we got? Alright.
Hey, I didn't say we wouldn't get a fight, but...
No, you done good.
You done good.
Done good. Played hard.
Okay, so as you guys are traveling there, a lone Stegosaurus approaches slowly, cautiously towards you guys. It doesn't look scared. It doesn't look angry either.
These are herbivores. They're not going to eat us. It eats plants.
I say hello in Draconic.
It doesn't seem to respond to you. It's just looking at you curiously, like sort of. You know, you see videos of bears meeting people and they're not scared. They're just looking at them, checking them out. Like that sort of, I guess, would be the way to describe
We'll
it.
just give it a bit of a wide berth, you know, sort of like
Exactly.
Yeah.
going our way, we're going on our way.
Not a problem. Not a problem at all.
What does Asaka say?
That's a good idea, she believes. It's a big dinosaur. It would still mess you guys up. And as you're traveling, you think that you should be at or very near Kirsabal, but you haven't made it there yet. So, can Corbin?
When I scroll in, I notice that too. When I get my magnifying glass out and look at the map, oh shit, we're still a couple of clicks off.
So make your survival check again. And you realise that you've actually gone completely the wrong way and are back here.
Oh shit! All my other ones were good.
You had one good, the rest of them were shit. But you just realised and went, whoopsie daisy.
Can you fill in this bit of the map for us since we've now traversed across it and stuff?
It's just jungle. I actually can't,
Okay.
unfortunately. I wish it would let me.
Okay.
Oh no, one more.
Okay. 3 squares. 3 hexes. And
Cutting yourself a bit short there.
no encounter. Alright, you still travelling?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Get the Saxton out, make sure, apply the stars. Don't know whether it works on land, but that's the point.
Make the roll.
Yeah, we went in the opposite direction. Well, it's the
Not
ocean.
quite, but you're there.
Hey, I'm getting us closer.
You are?
Question.
Yes.
Would you define a compass as a non-magical trinket?
Well, it's not magical, but they'd be incredibly
make it.
rare.
I couldn't make it.
They'd be worth a fortune.
No.
Well, I mean, it would. But you think about it, in a fantasy setting where there's not a lot of technology as such, most people rely on magic when they need to do things that are tricky. A compass would be worth a small fortune.
Do you want to keep going?
Yeah.
Party?
Yeah.
Yep, move yourself.
1, 2, 3.
In this case, it's got to take away 1, so 3.
That'll put you right on it. If we go in the right direction.
That's the big if, isn't it? And you actually do manage to find it.
Yahoo!
So I just need to move a pin. Okay. So it's described as an ancient monastery overlooks the jungle from its perch on the cliff of a tall plateau. Stone steps and rickety walkways connect the various buildings, the lowest of which is 500 feet above the ground. The main building has a circular maze-like symbol carved into its crumbling facade. Every few minutes, bird folk either land at the monastery or launch themselves from its balconies and take to the sky. And it looks sort of kind of like this. Sort of exactly like that.
Oh, how cool.
That is actually pretty cool looking, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Can we get up there from the from the ground?
We'll get to that.
First thing,
Is this? I wonder if this is
there
where
like,
Nefer was from.
is
Yeah,
there like,
it is.
guards or anything?
You can see that, yeah, they're circling around. Yes, they're. Yeah, you get the feeling you've been spotted.
Nice.
Okay, but is there anyone that we can speak to?
Well, I'm assuming that we're going to get approached, so nobody, nothing smart. Keep your weapons down until we speak to these guys.
Here's another map for you.
How cool.
Mario.
Yes.
I was thinking Donkey Kong.
Kong.
Yeah, that was my first thought as well.
Hello.
Power Man.
Keep moving up to this thing until we can get there and speak to someone.
Okie dokie.
Or
So,
wait down the bottom in a clearing where they can see us. And I'm sure they'll come down. Maybe we can get a lift.
Okay, yep. Just having a quick read again. I haven't read all of this. I've skimmed through it because, I can't read the entire book knowing exactly where you guys are going to end up. And bear with me while I just read this.
Just chat among ourselves. So
Yep.
there was that person of the 7 wings we needed to go see, wasn't there? For helping.
Okay, yeah.
Dance of the Seven Winds. Yeah.
Ashara will do the dance of the 7 winds, and the guys, Nefer is the guy that we helped
So
get through.
Nefer asked us to see him, and yeah.
Do you think this place has a shop?
Yeah, I need to replenish my ball bearings.
It looks promising,
Yeah,
but it's
certainly-
clearly not designed for humanoids as such, as creatures that can fly. Okay, so you do manage to find a ramp down here that you guys think you might be able to cross. It is in very, very poor repair, and there are obvious gaps.
God, you'd think these
Yeah,
bird
there you
people
go.
would actually,
So I'm just going to put a very small, just for the sake of putting an icon up, grid on that. This is not to scale, so don't worry about that crap. But you guys, where Bilner is, will manage to actually get up on the ramp. And if you so choose, and if you want to try climbing and crossing that, we can give that a go.
I'd suggest maybe waiting, see if we get approached by them. I thought they would have approached us before we got onto that thing, but maybe just. But once again, if you guys want to go ahead and try and climb,
Can we bellow out Nephew's name? Say hello.
Well, I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah, I'll yell out, "Hail, Nephew, you there?"
Okay, yep. So, make a what check are we going to use for this?
May I help him?
I'm just trying to think. This probably performance in this case.
yeah, start playing some music.
Do you want it in the tower?
No, do it out publicly. Everyone would hear your voice. Bam! Look at that. So you're trying to get attention. That's why I figure performance is probably the right check there. Not a problem. And you do notice one of them flying closer to you. It's not an Aarakocra that you've seen before. You don't recognize it, but it sort of is flapping its wings, hovering above, listening to you. And what are you saying?
Say, hail, we're friends of Nephew.
Okay, it nods its head. Your performance was good enough, and it flies off. And after a few minutes, Nephia and about half a dozen other Aarakocra appear with like a little carriage thing that you would fit on, that they're going to try and lift you up on.
Cool. How's Azaka feeling about this? Does she want to stay here?
She'll come with you, but she's not enjoying herself.
Good.
Not enjoying herself at all. Alright, I need to do a little bit of reading here.
Can I get that map again?
That one?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so you guys learned that, a little over 50 Aarakocra live here, as you guys would be having a discussion with him as you're being flown up.
Yep.
And Do you remember the name of the Arakoko you have to deal with?
Ashara.
Ashara. Yep. You already would have guessed it's one of the elders or so here, and it does turn
We're
out
here
that
to see the dance of the seven winds.
that's right. And it's explained to you that they revere her as sort of like a living saint. She's their teacher, their guide, their leader. Now,
And we feel super honoured to be able to watch this performance.
yeah, okay, all right. So, bear with me. I'm still just reading it. There's actually a lot to read here. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. What do you guys think is going to happen?
I reckon we're going to all get massive boosts to our abilities after witnessing this.
Well, it looks like a nice place for a holiday, I've got to say. It's very pretty up here.
Let's look for the gift shop.
Yeah, I wonder if they sell ball bearings.
Okay, so what we're going to do is, rather again, because it's like a town, I'm not going to roleplay every single encounter. You guys do manage to meet Ashara, and she thanks
I want
you.
you to go into very, very explicit and graphic detail about the dance of the seven winds, please.
When we get to it. Okay, so you guys learn that they do live very ritualistic lives, and they tend to follow very strict rules of behavior, which are laid down by the teacher, being Ashara. And you guys are very welcome in the town. You guys can buy basic trinkets, basic adventuring gear, as long as it's not magical here. But I'm just going to do a very quick check in the tower. Kieran, pick a number between 1 and 100.
77.
Great. If I roll higher than that, you can find ball bearings. 29. Nope. Okay.
92?
Sorry, I got 2 and 9.
Your percentage dice.
Yeah, I'm just using it as percentage dice.
It couldn't be a 92 then.
No.
Okay.
Nice try, but no. Okay,
It's
so
fresh.
when you're talking with Ashara, she does ask, "What are you doing here? You're not natives."
We've come to this land to search for
Yeah, on
Holding
holiday.
wait up, notes.
like a working holiday.
Yeah, I'm here.
We're
on
here to try
holiday
and
with my
find
family.
an artifact called the Soulmonger. We believe that we can find that for our employer. It can be either destroyed, or we can stop this death curse that's going on, which is stopping anybody being resurrected and the resurrected from continuing their lives.
Okay, yep. And so she mentions she does know of the death curse,
Have you heard of the Soulmonger?
and that she has heard of it, but she doesn't know exactly where it is.
Where would you think that we should look for this? Any idea?
She says she'll have to think about that because she hadn't really given it too much thought. It could be anywhere, which could be anyone's guess.
Do you know where it isn't?
She says yes, it's not here.
Groven says, your people could be quite a boon for us in scouting out the land.
And she mentions that yes, that's probably true. However, it won't happen. She mentions that her citizens, her subjects, all have roles to play, and that's their own business. And unfortunately, they won't be able to help you go exploring or whatnot. She does mention that she understands you saved. What was his name again?
Nefer.
Nefer, and she's very thankful. And she does offer to perform the Dance of the Seven Winds.
What is this dance? What does it do? What is it about?
Okay, so the Dance of the Seven Winds, give me a second, and I'll tell you what it does.
To a 7 bird people stand around us and fart.
No, people who receive the dance or bestowed with the Dance of the Seven Winds, it's been known to give people the ability to fly.
Well, that is handy.
That's very goddamn handy.
It is, there's a catch, she mentions.
It's not feathers, is it?
No. To perform the ritual properly, she needs to use a rather rare black orchid, and she doesn't have any left.
Do we need to go get an orchid?
If you wish for the ritual to happen, it would probably be a good idea, as she can't spare any of her subjects.
How long does this flying ability last for?
Depends. There's no set
That's
answer to
not
that,
an
she
answer.
mentions.
Where
Where
is
can
that's
we
the answer
find a
she's
black
giving you.
orchid? Where can we find a black orchid?
That
What does
she
it
does
depend
know.
on?
Okay. She doesn't know what it depends on, but she knows where to find a black orchid. The black orchid can be found in a place called Nangalore. And she will give you directions to that. Now, I'm going to put this quest into the party sheet quest tracker. Okay. And put not completed. Okay, now, Nangalore, let me find that. Because I don't even know where that is on the map. Good thing, I've got a full map for the DM that has everything named.
Thanks.
That's alright. So, Nangalore is...
Go back to our patron, ask her if she knows about this place, teleport there, get the
Looking
thing.
at your map, she marks that it's somewhere around there.
Oh.
That's not far away.
And she also mentions that in an area... in an area that's approximately... I'm going to draw it. Around there is a place called Sea Wastes, and it's described as a tract of jungle that was ravaged by blight long ago and never recovered. The plants there are sickly and poisonous. And in the heart of this wasteland is the ruined palace of the warlord Raz Nzi. It's spelled NSI, so I'm just going to call it Psi, right? The N is going to be silent. Actually, no, let's reword that. The S is going to be silent. It's called Raz Ni. And there is a crumbled stone fortress somewhere in there. Okay. And for those who have paid attention, Raz has been mentioned before in an earlier game. Does anyone remember? It was only in passing, but it was mentioned. No?
No.
No?
I
Okay.
can't remember at this point.
Okay. So, do you remember when I described how the undead came to be all over the peninsula?
Oh yeah.
So he's the leader of the army.
He was. No one really knows where he is anymore. Either way, his palace is somewhere around there.
And that's the other place where the black orchid is.
The Black Orchid is follow the red arrow.
Yep. Sorry.
Yep. So
I
it's
think
it's
this
not
might be a
it's not
idea-
around Kir
yes.
Sabal. It's more sort of there.
I think this might be her best guess of where the soulmonger might be.
So, she mentions if you do find the Black Orchid, she will happily perform the Dance of the Seven Winds.
Is there only one? Do you want a bunch?
How many? orchids
Only one
per
is
person?
required. No,
For all
just
6 of them?
just one.
But you don't want a stock of them.
No, they don't do the ritual very often. Maybe once a decade.
How will we know a black orchid? I mean, I imagine there's just only one kind of black flower out.
She says that you'll know it when you see it. I'm waiting for you guys now.
Well, gents,
What
it's
sort of
been
condition
interesting.
Does it need to be in?
Sorry?
What sort of condition does it need to be in?
Good condition. It's got to be sort of... Well, obviously it's not going to be a living plant. You're going to cut it and take it. But it can't be like, smushed down your pants in your pocket.
What hazards might we face traveling in that direction?
The usual hazards of the jungle. Dinosaurs, all sorts of different creatures.
Well, my suggestion is that we go recover a black orchid, come back, and then consider an assault or an investigation of the fortress. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm all for scouting the fortress after we learn how to fly.
Sounds good.
Cool. Let's do that then.
Okay, I just need
How
to
far out
read.
could they drop us?
They can just put you back down on the ground. Bear with me while I just have a quick read here. Right, did anyone need to buy anything while they're here?
Only ball bearings, but you said they don't have them.
Healer's
No.
kit.
Yep, you can buy it for its usual price.
I don't suppose they've got a better set of leather armor I could put
Oh,
on.
yeah. Actually, can I get a poisoner's kit?
Yes, you can get a poisoner's kit. There's plenty of poisons available in the jungle. And they would have access to lots of them.
A container to put the flower in.
Yep, you can find a like a little ceramic urn thing.
Or a
Can we
wooden
sell our
box.
trinkets?
Sorry, say that again.
Can we sell our trinkets?
Yes, if you've got anything you need to
Such.
sell, you can sell it now. Half the price, don't forget.
Alright.
I'm going to sell
is-
the shiny gem then. And the gold ring.
Yep, no problem, you know what to do. Right, and guys, there's like page after page after page of stuff I need to read here, so we might call it a little bit early tonight. Because I'm not
Alright.
going to be able to do this justice if I just wing it right now. I'm really going to have to read this before you guys leave Kirsabal. It's the problem with such a big adventure, like there's such a huge freaking area that I can't tell where you guys are going to go, and I can't memorize the whole book.
That's all right. There's no hurry.
And like you guys have done what, a fifth of the map? So there's a whole way to go. Alright, before we shut it down, any comments, questions, anything that needs to be fixed?
No,
Yeah,
well.
all good.
All good. Alright, just going to do a quick shout out to Layroon from fantasygroundscollege.net. If anyone wants to learn how to use Fantasy Grounds, he will teach you. He's pretty amazing. There's links underneath the video. Also, be sure to check out furzazad.com. Got some funny t-shirts and cups and bits and pieces for sale. In particular, come here, boy.
Whoa.
This is my son Alex. He drew most of the mugs, the character mugs anyway, and any that we sell, he gets that money. So
Not all of it.
that's how it is. All right. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you later.
Goodbye.
See ya.